Testing 1 2 testing testing 1 2 testing testing 1 2 testing 1 2 testing.
athletics and enjoy the game.
Network once again. Kuchar with you. Springfield and Wheaton, two teams.
Taking it all in.
Broadcast test 1, 2, 3.
that moment. That's where you got to get in front and really hold
Try and stretch it out! Stretch it out!
Settle us down.
Hey, good work, guys. Good shot.
All right, can we play? Who wants the ball?
All right, if you're just joining us, we continue with our broadcast of the Wheaton College women's soccer game this afternoon against Springfield College here on the NEWMAC Sports Network. We're fighting through some audio issues here. Thanks for bearing with us. Of course, the important part is that you can still see the game out on the field. No score right now at this point. We have about 15 minutes to play in the first half. A couple of nice opportunities on goal for Springfield, including one real nice save by Patricia Bandrup, the sophomore goalkeeper for Wheaton in net. She had to come out in a one-on-one opportunity, and she got to the ball before the streaking Springfield player got it a shot on net. So, as we stand right now, no score. Wheaton and Springfield. Also a good opportunity on the other end here for Wheaton off of a penalty, but nothing doing there. So that's where we stand. We are now 14 and a half minutes to play in the first half with no score, Wheaton and Springfield. This matchup this afternoon between two teams in Wheaton and Springfield that are pretty evenly matched coming into the season. Springfield ranked 5th in the NEWMAC preseason coaches poll, and Wheaton ranked 6th. In terms of expectations, then, both teams pretty evenly matched. So as we pick things up, you have a throw-in for Wheaton as they're on the right side of the field, streaking toward the Springfield goal. Right there we see Taylor Matsubara with it for the Lions. Gets it back to her teammate Diaz Archilla. Pass up ahead. Springfield defensively grabs it. Headed by Thomas. And a whistle. And the indication a foul on Wheaton there as it'll go towards the other direction. It was Kate Minutis for Springfield that was fouled. And now the Pride getting it up across midfield. Wolfgang for the Lions controls it. Right back to Jen Walker for the Pride. Walker working on Wolfgang. And Wolfgang, good defense, gets it away from her. Here's Walker again and a whistle as Walker went down. Foul on Wheaton. Gabby Scott, the senior, will take the kick for Springfield. Matura tries a shot. Soft shot, and Patricia Bandrup in net is able to make the save for the Lions. Again, if you're just joining us, no score. Wheaton and Springfield. The first of a triple header out here at Nordin Field at Wheaton College this afternoon. Field hockey is next. Men's soccer has the nightcap, 7 o'clock start for the men's soccer team. Non-conference action for them. 11 minutes, 30 seconds to play as this one's taken away by Suller for Springfield. Suller is going to try a shot. Bandrup makes the save. At midfield, this is Reynolds for Wheaton, right along the Wheaton bench. Kicks back out to Duggar for Springfield. Healy. And now Martino. Back to Duggar. And up to midfield to Suller. Duggar boots it in deep. Being chased down by Matura for Springfield. Defended by Thomas for Wheaton. Menudis tries to pass across in front of the net and a weak shot. Jen Walker able to get off a weak shot with her left foot, but Bandrup scoops it right up. Springfield returned 9 starters from a year ago. Lions returned 6 starters from a year ago. Ten minutes to play in the first half, no score. Bandrup has it right now. Getting it up to her teammate Matsubara. And back to Bandrup. And Springfield pressures a little bit here, but oh, and as the pass was coming toward midfield, whistle and a foul on Springfield's Duggar is for Wheaton. Gina Di Burandinis went down briefly. She's back up. Matsubara takes the free kick in. And it's knocked out by Wheaton. Couple substitutions coming into the game. At least one for Springfield. Nicole Sweeney checking in for Jen Walker. As that is taken away by McKenna Reynolds. She tries to get around the defender as she streaks toward the goal. And Reynolds is cut off by Kate Menudis for Springfield. Nonetheless, that should set up a corner kick opportunity for the Lions with 8.5 minutes to play in the first half. Mia Wolfgang is headed over to take it. Lions setting up in front of the net as Wolfgang boots it in with the right foot toward net. A lot of traffic in front. Somebody from Springfield's defense headed it out of there. And now working it back toward midfield for Springfield is Nicole Sweeney, who just checked into the game. Whistle for a foul, though, on Springfield. So Mia Wolfgang will head over there to throw it in from the far side. Comes right back to Wolfgang. And Sweeney and Wolfgang engaged and entangled, and the whistle for a foul again on Springfield and Sweeney. Wolfgang another throw in. For Springfield, Matura trying to work around Thomas. Thomas wins that battle. It kicks over to Bandrup, and she boots it out of the goal up ahead, where it's taken by Menudis for the Pride. Menudis works around a couple of defenders, is going to have an opportunity in front, and tried to pass with a whistle. intended for. It looks like Nicole Sweeney who got that shot off before the whistle. And really, Menudas had two options to either try to get it past Bandrup or try the pass in front. She chose the pass, and Wheaton's defense, Mia Wolfgang, was in on that, able to stand up to that opportunity and keep the score 0-0. With 5 minutes, 50 seconds to play now in the first half. Kicking. She's going to give it a long boot across midfield. Thomas is over there. Springfield clears it out. Now at midfield, battling for it is Allie Roach for Wheaton. Comes out to Ulmer. Tries to pass ahead to Garces. Springfield briefly gets it back, and a whistle goes in Springfield's direction here. Gabby Scott gets it up ahead for Springfield to Martino. Wolfgang cuts off her pass. Pennant up to Sweeney, whose name we have called a lot since she checked into this game. Here's Pennant again with it. Tries to pass in traffic. It's cleared out by Wheaton. Back the other way. Duggar tries to dump it in deep. Thomas controls for the Lions. Wheaton knocks it back to the keeper, Bandrup. There's Thomas booting it across midfield. Springfield. Sweeney back with it. Roach knocks it away to Wolfgang. Picked up by Suller for Springfield. Now Ashley Harding for Springfield with the pass to Suller. Suller's pass is cut off by Maya Thomas. Thomas sends it up ahead. McKenna Reynolds chasing. It's going to be cut off first by Duggar for the Pride. 3.5 minutes to play in the first half with no score. Matura chasing down a pass the other way for the Pride. Suller. Back to Matura, back to Suller. Suller's going to try a pass in front off McGrath's foot. And now McGrath goes down. Whistle is against Springfield, as Taylor Matsubara was defending, doing a nice job of it. Bandrup will have another kick coming out of the goal. Up toward midfield is Roach. Up to Reynolds. Reynolds leaves it for Maya Thomas. Back to Bandrup. Thomas. Make that Matsubara with the pass up ahead to Diaz Archilla with it now. Back to Bandrup. Two minutes to play in the first half in a scoreless tie. Wheaton and Springfield. Some conference action on this Saturday afternoon. A chilly and frankly pretty miserable Saturday afternoon, but the rain has stayed away so far after a lot of it yesterday. That's why we're playing on the turf field here today. For Springfield, Nicole Sweeney with it. Pass in front, shot try. Nice stop by Bandura on the shot try by Kayla McGrath for Springfield. Bandrup made a nice save. as she has a couple of times this afternoon. One of the Springfield players down with 1 minute remaining in the half. They have a whistle soon for that as play continues on the other side of the field. And they're going to stop the clock right now to tend to that injury. Let's see, that's Natalia Pennant, who is now up on her feet. Appears to be okay. All right, we're back at it. Pennant wanted a foul. The official did not see it that way. Here's Garces. Back to Wolfgang. Springfield takes it back. Ball's kind of in no man's land. Wolfgang chips it in. Reynolds chasing toward the goal. And the keeper picks it up for Springfield. That's Taryn Ryan. About 10 seconds to play now in the first half. And a whistle. Foul on Wheaton, but Springfield's not going to have any time to do anything with it as Allie Roach at midfield knocks it over toward Maya Thomas, and that'll be the first half. So we are one half into this conference matchup on this Saturday afternoon. Wheaton nothing, Springfield nothing. We'll be back with you for second half action as we stream here on the NEWMAC Sports Network. All right, off we go to the second half. Saturday afternoon women's soccer on the NEWMAC Sports Network. Wheaton and Springfield, no scoring in the first half. So it's a clean slate as we start the second half. And if you're watching in our camera from above, Wheaton will be defending the goal on the right side of your screen and trying to score on the goal on the left side momentarily. A couple of scoring chances for each side in the first half. The best one probably came very early for Springfield, very early in the game, and up to the job for Wheaton was Patricia Bandrup. Natalie Coughlin is back in there for the Lions. That's good to see after she left with an injury briefly in the first half. There's Maya Thomas. Over to Matsubara. She knocks it out, so Springfield will have a throw in. Wheaton going the other way with it now. Garces chasing the loose ball. Kicks over toward Pennant for Springfield. Gets it to Nicole Sweeney. Sweeney did not start the game, but starts this second half and was all over the place at the end of that first half. She's been very involved for the Pride. Throw in here for Wolfgang along the near sideline. Caitlin Suller comes away with it for Springfield. Over Q. Here's Sweeney. Back to Pennant. Lily Brown defensively knocks it away, and Wickenheiser chasing it down with her great speed. Springfield's defense comes up with it, though. Up toward midfield. Here's Thomas. Goes back to Bandrup. Wheaton will have a chance to set things up as Bandrup gets it to Matsubara. Up ahead toward Brown. And it's knocked out of bounds. Will stay in Wheaton's direction. Sternad takes it up across midfield. Knocked down by one of the Springfield defenders, and now Daigneault along the side is pressured by Allie Roach. Knocked out of bounds. Wheaton will have it. Wickenheiser will have a throw in. Throw in goes to Brown. There's Q. Back to Daigneault. Her pass goes right to Coughlin. Garces trying to get it up ahead to Brown. Back to Garces. Tries to sneak it through a few Springfield defenders, but could not on its way toward the goal. At midfield for Wheaton, Matsubara. Knocks it over to Coughlin. Coughlin looking for Wickenheiser. Springfield defender goes down, no whistle. Wickenheiser has some room. Back in midfield now for Springfield, McGrath. Sweeney dumps it in. Diaz Archilla knocks it out of bounds. So Springfield will have a throw in near the corner. Here's Pennant with the throw in, looking for Sweeney. Comes back to Bandrup. She'll have a kick out of goal. 5 minutes into this second half. Neither team has had a real good scoring chance, and we remain scoreless. Springfield coming into this game has had 2 ties this year. Wheaton has had 1. No overtime in the regular season under the NCAA D3 soccer rules. Should we get to that point, but plenty of game left as this one's kicked out behind the goal by one of the Springfield players. Looks like that was McGrath, perhaps. I think that's Suller who kicked it out over the net. So Bandrup kicks it back in, getting it over to her teammate Garces. Make that Diaz Archilla, who gets it up ahead now to Roach. Roach leaves the pass for Sturnett. Roach, Coughlin. Looking for Wickenheiser. It's knocked out of bounds off Springfield. Wickenheiser, quick throw in back toward Roach. And that is knocked out. This time it'll go in the other direction, Springfield's direction. Throw in for the Pride on the far sideline as the fans have filled in over there. Pretty good crowd. Especially given that the wind is whipping up a little bit. Chilly and dreary Saturday afternoon here on the campus of Wheaton College in Norton. Knocked out by Springfield. Throw in coming up for Maya Thomas. As we told you in the first half, this game part of a triple header today as a whistle for a foul here goes in Springfield's direction. MIT is here for the field hockey game up next, so a conference matchup, tough conference matchup for the Wheaton field hockey team coming up after this. That's a 4 o'clock start. And we finish it off with men's soccer. That was a nice ball there. Natalia Matura got a touch on it briefly, but could not get any kind of control over it, headed toward the Wheaton net. Knocked out by Wheaton here. Throw in for Springfield on the far side now. Springfield is probably, if you were to make a judgment, had a couple of the better opportunities to score today. Still scoreless as we play on with 37 minutes to go in the game. In the corner, Matura tried to get a pass in front of the net, knocked out by Wheaton defensively. Throw in for Matura. Knocked out again by Wheaton. Or make that Springfield. Bandrup will kick it back in. Roach passing to Matsubara, who brings it up. Up ahead toward Lily Brown. Coughlin had a touch on it. Comes back to Matsubara. They're going to use goalie Patricia Bandrup here. Back to Matsubara. Nice pass up ahead. Sturnett trying to get it ahead to Wickenheiser. It's cut off by Manudis for Springfield. As these teams kind of trading the ball here, unable to get it out of the middle of the field. Coughlin, nice play. She's got some momentum going the other way. Passes back to Thomas. Going to use Bandrup again. Wickenheiser gets around the defender with a whistle. Looks like a whistle offside. So Springfield gets it back. They'll use the keeper, Ryan. Scott, the captain. Here's Pennant being chased by Garces and being closely guarded by Garces. Gets a pass off to Q. At midfield, Martino. Here's Suller. Wolfgang in front of her. Suller tries to dance around Wolfgang and runs into Julia Sternat. And this is knocked toward the corner. It looks like it's going to be indication off Wheaton. So a corner kick this should be for Springfield. Coming over to take it is Natalia Matura. With 34 minutes to play in the second half, Matura will have a corner kick opportunity for Springfield. Comes the kick in with the left foot. Pass in front is knocked out of there by the Wheaton defense. Springfield still surviving. But no shot there. As it kicks back out to Matura, who had the original kick in. And now kicks out toward midfield where Lily Brown takes it. Trying to push it a little bit here, but Springfield's defense gets back and gets in the way. Here's Coughlin with it at midfield now for Wheaton. Trying to find Wickenheiser, cut off by Manudis again. Back to Coughlin. Wickenheiser. Thomas with a nice play defensively, gets it back to Bandrup. At midfield, Pennant takes it away for Springfield. Passes to Martino, trying to get it back to Pennant, but a nice play defensively by Diaz Archilla. Coughlin. Up ahead to Ortorda streaking Garces, but it's cut off by Springfield's Pennant, and now Sweeney with it. And I think Sweeney just lost it out of bounds. Wheaton ball. Throw in for Wolfgang. Gabby Scott takes it away for Springfield and gets it back to her teammate Daigneault. They'll use the keeper Ryan here, will Springfield. Wheaton hasn't scored a goal, by the way, since September 19th, so they're still trying to get out of that funk. 2-0 loss at Endicott in their last game. On Tuesday, Endicott had a 17-3 shot advantage in that match and got all 8 corner kicks. This has been a more evenly matched game today. Springfield lost 2-0 to Rensselaer Polytech at home in their last game. All-time Wheaton 3-11-5 against Springfield. Lost their matchup last year 3-1. Last time Wheaton beat Springfield. There's no whistle here as we watch Roach take it away from a couple of the Springfield players, including Q. Roach at midfield. Springfield defends it well. Was saying the last time Wheaton beat Springfield, 2017 at home, as a whistle goes in Springfield's direction for a foul. Since then, 3 ties and 3 losses. So these two teams do have a way of playing to a draw, at least sometimes. Daigneault taking this kick for Springfield. Boots it in toward the net. Nice kick. Shot and a score. Natalia Matura. That was all set up by the nice ball from Daigneault, who had the free kick. Scores to make it 1-0 Springfield. So the Pride strike first with 30 minutes to play in the second half. Take a 1-0 lead off the left foot of Natalia Matura, the sophomore. That's going to be goal number 1 of the year for Matura. Sophomore out of Scarsdale, New York, gets on the board. So now some urgency for Wheaton to get that one back. Wickenheiser at midfield. Gets around the defender, trying to use that speed to get it upfield for Wheaton. Pass ahead. Pass ahead toward Lily Brown. Brown trying to get it back toward goal. It's knocked out of bounds by one of the Springfield defenders. Pass into Brown. Sternat working around her defender. Leaves it for Wickenheiser. Wickenheiser passing to Roach. It's knocked out by the Springfield defense. And going back the other way with it is Martino for the Pride. Tight defense by Coughlin. The Wolfgang is there at midfield for the Lions. Trying to turn it around for Springfield is Suller. Martino with a long pass in, but coming out of the net to secure it is Bandrup before Matura could get back with another shot on goal. Wickenheiser controls it at midfield. Knocked out of bounds by the Springfield defender there, playing her, Manutis. Throw in upcoming, Maya Thomas into Sternat. Trying to get it ahead to Wickenheiser again. Her speed, something Wheaton can use to try and get that one goal back. Springfield back with control of it. Pennant over to Sweeney. Sweeney up ahead along the sideline, and that'll go out of bounds. Wheaton will have a throw in right in front of their own bench. Wolfgang will take that for the Lions. And it's quickly knocked out by Pennant again. Apparently off the Wheaton player as Pennant gets the throw in for Springfield. Bandrup kicks it out of the goal. Coughlin getting in there defensively in midfield. Springfield kept it for a moment, but Wolfgang comes in and gets it ahead toward toward Brown rather. At midfield again, Coughlin knocks it down. Sternat trying to turn it around for the Lions. Here's Coughlin. Over to Wolfgang. There's Bandrup. Is Archilla. And a whistle for a foul on Garces, as she was defending Suller. Daigneault puts it toward the net. Shot try for Carly Supstich. Bandrup was up to the task. Now kicks it out toward midfield. This is Wolfgang up towards Sternat. Roach back to Matsubara. Bandrup in goal. Matsubara. 25 and a half minutes to play. Springfield 1, Wheaton nothing. NEWMAC conference action on this Saturday afternoon here at Nordin Field. We're using the turf surface today for 3 games because of the rain. Originally, field hockey was the only scheduled game here on the turf. That's coming up at 4 o'clock against MIT. Suller trying to get around Thomas. Knocked out of bounds by Thomas. And that should set up a corner opportunity for Springfield on the far side of the field.
Now entering the match for Springfield, number 23, Summer Chong.
Summer Chong checking in for Springfield, just announced, and Marissa Martino is coming out. Here's the corner kick in. Over everybody. Wolfgang trying to kick it out of there. It kicked toward Mia Wolfgang. She does a nice job getting it out of there. Garces now advancing it toward midfield for Wheaton. She's got 2 white jerseys in front of her. She's going to try and work around her defender. And it's knocked out of bounds by Maddie Daigneault for Springfield. So it'll be a throw in the corner for Garces. Brown toward Wickenheiser. It's cut off defensively for Springfield by Gabby Scott. Sweeney over to Pennant. Here's Sweeney. Sweeney, nice pass up ahead toward Matura. But it kicks back out toward Natalie Coughlin. Bandrup plays it out of the net. Back to Thomas and then back to Matsubara. They'll use the goalie, Bandrup again. Plays it out to Diaz Archilla. Roach. Pass to Matsubara. Bandrup back to Diaz Archilla. Long pass up ahead toward Wolfgang. Tries to get it ahead to Garces. Defender beats her to the spot. Although it wasn't too hard because the defender was already standing there. Garces was trying to chase it down. Now gets it back. Wolfgang heads it up toward Garces again. Sweeney takes it back for Springfield. Back to Pennant. This is Q. Wickenheiser. Defended by Minutis, who's done a nice job for Springfield, dealing with the very tough Kate Wickenheiser, who has the most speed of anybody out there on the field. Coughlin. Up toward midfield, Wickenheiser. Toward Brown. Whistle on Springfield. 21 minutes to play in the match. 1-0 Springfield on the strength of a Natalia Matura goal, her first of the season. Gets in behind Sweeney for Springfield. She gets back to it and knocks it up ahead toward midfield. Nice play there by Diaz Archilla. Wins it ahead to Allie Roach. Roach advancing toward goal, tries to get it to Brown. Kicks back out towards Sternat. Taken away by Koo. Here's a long pass intended for Matura. Maya Thomas in front of it. At midfield, Sternat has it knocked away from her. Sweeney gets around Wolfgang temporarily. Pass up to Sapustic, and that's knocked out of bounds. Springfield throw in. Pennant. It in toward Chong. And it slowly rolls into the hands of Patricia Bandrup in net. Springfield at midfield. This is Gabby Scott, the captain. And a nice attempt by Brown to get it out away from her. They'll use the keeper, Ryan. Here's Pennant getting it back to Gabby Scott. Knocked out by Wolfgang. Springfield throw in for Pennant. Nice play by Roach to get it away and up ahead to Garces. Have some substitutions here. 3 for Springfield, 1 for Wheaton. As Allison Kramer is checking into the game for the Lions. As Allie Roach checks out. As Ryan knocks it out of the net for the Pride up toward midfield. Just into the game, Sadie Crozier.
Now entering the match.
Diaz.
Number 2, Meredith Healy.
Pennant back to
Number
Diaz.
33, Sadie
Up ahead
Crozier.
toward
And number
Suller
14,
as Springfield
Ann
tries to
Hall.
turn the field around.
And now in the match for Wheaton, number 32, Allison Kramer.
Chong's pass to Menudas, back to Matura now.
The clock. Stop that. It's went off. I still have the time though. I still have it. It's coming back now.
Having some clock issues here. As the scoreboard briefly turned off, but it is back on. 17 minutes to play in the first half. 1-0 Springfield. This is Healy. Trying to get it up ahead to Crozier. Just a little too far. And Bandrup will knock it out of the net for Wheaton. Well, Wheaton needs a goal, so the people you're looking to are the leading scorers. Kate Wickenheiser this year has 6 goals for Wheaton. Lily Brown has 4. So those are the 2 names you want to keep an eye on as Wheaton tries to get one on the board to tie Springfield, to match Springfield here with 16 minutes to play. Whistle in the indication that Wheaton will get the benefit of this foul. Menudas loses it. Wickenheiser takes it away. 2 defenders in front of her. And Wickenheiser unable to get back to it. Springfield keeper will have a kick out of the goal. Substitution for the Lions. McKenna Reynolds is checking in. Lily Brown will get a breather.
Now entering the match for Wheaton, number 16, McKenna.
15 minutes to play in the match. Wheaton looking for the equalizer. It's 1-0 Springfield. Whistle at midfield. Foul on Wheaton. Springfield will take it from there. Daigneault. Dangerous pass across field to Pennant as a couple of the Wheaton players were waiting in that area. Here's Suller trying to get it up ahead to Crozier. Kramer able to get it back to keeper Bandrup, who knocks it out of harm's way. Diaz Archilla. Nice pass up ahead in the area of Reynolds. Leaves it for Coughlin, coming with help. Tries to get it to Wickenheiser in front. Thomas tried a shot. Went off the face of Pennant. Probably the best opportunity that Wheaton's had in this second half right there. Ball now back at midfield. As Walker works around the defender for Springfield. And now meets her match, and here's Archilla. Knocked out by Wheaton. On the far side, whistle goes in Wheaton's direction as the ball's knocked out. Throw in for the Lions. Throw in for Wheaton again here, Kramer. Crozier. Gives it back to Walker. Chips one in on the net. Bandrup up to the task. Wheaton now playing against Springfield and that clock. 12.5 minutes to play in the game. Looking for the equalizer. Springfield has a 1-0 lead. Ball at midfield. Taken away there by Sternat for Wheaton, but quickly knocked back out of harm's way by Manutis. All the way down to where Bandrup is standing in goal. Bandrup boots it toward midfield. Played by Suller for the Pride. Suller gets it back. Over to Koo. Her pass is cut off by Mia Wolfgang. Nia Thomas at midfield, back to Wolfgang. Tries to leave it for Thomas, but a little too far. Good defense by Gabby Diaz Archilla on Meredith Healy there, but it will set up a Springfield corner. Summer Chong headed over to take the corner kick as a whistle and a substitution now for Springfield. Carolyn Ives coming in, and Kate Manutis is getting a break. Manutis has played good defense against Kate Wickenheiser. Corner kick in is knocked out by Wheaton immediately, so we'll do it again. Another corner kick coming up for Springfield. There's the kick in. More of a pass this time to Suller. Under 10.5 minutes to play. 1-0 Springfield. Diaz Archila controls it. Coughlin. Over to Sternat. Here's Wolfgang. Coughlin. Back to Matsubara. Ryan taking some time off the clock and now boots it toward midfield. Jen Walker over to Suller. Back to Walker. And Walker chips it in toward the corner. Ives just into the game. Battling McKenna Reynolds and a whistle. Whistle for a foul on Wheaton. Throw in for Springfield. Comes to Koo. Meredith Healy on the other side of the field for Springfield. Wolfgang working on her defensively. Kicks out toward Pennant. Back to Healy. Healy puts one toward the net. Shot is high. Jen Walker over everything. And out of bounds. So Bandrup will kick it out of the net with 8 minutes to play in the game. In the match, 1-0 Springfield. Time continues to be of the essence for Wheaton as they try and find the equalizer. Again, these two teams in terms of ranking coming into this season, number 5 and number 6, Springfield and Wheaton in the NEWMAC preseason coaches poll. So both of them expected to be similar this year when things all get squared away at the end in the standings. Wheaton with some good pressure here as Coughlin gets it ahead to Garces. Pass into no man's land, and Gabby Scott knocks it out of there for the Pride. Coughlin defensively, nicely done on Healy. Pass goes back to Pennant. Here's Reynolds. Up toward Wickenheiser, toward the goal. Wickenheiser! Off the crossbar. Oh my goodness. So close to a game-tying goal for Kate Wickenheiser. It hit the top crossbar. Bounced back down, looked like it might go into the net, but an unlucky bounce in the other direction for Wheaton in what was certainly their best scoring chance of the afternoon.
Sorry. I know, it's our horn. Sorry. It was broken. Hey, this horn works.
Whistle on Springfield, so Wheaton will keep the ball here with 6 minutes to play, just over 6 minutes to play. Sternat for Wheaton, trying to get away from her defender. Looking for help, gets it to Wickenheiser. Pass to Garces, and her pass too far for Sternat. A couple of substitutes coming in for Springfield. Kayla McGrath checking back in, and Ashley Harding checking back in. Also, Natalia Matura, who had the goal, the only goal of the game so far, she'll check back in here as a light rain starts to fall here at Nordin Field with 5.5 minutes to play in the match. Again, it is 1-0 Springfield. Well, we've avoided the rain thus far. It's going to make an appearance, though, with 5 minutes to play in this game. Taryn Ryan boots it out toward midfield out of the Springfield goal. At midfield, Kramer turns it around, gets it up to Wickenheiser, tries the pass to Thomas. It's defended by Pennant, though, and she knocks it all the way out of bounds on the far side. Wheaton with another throw in. Comes into Reynolds. Immediately knocked back out. And the throw in this time comes toward Wickenheiser. Coughlin keeps it in bounds and going in the right direction as she dances around one defender. Pass toward Wickenheiser. Bounces around and now knocked out again by Springfield. 4.5 minutes to play, 1-0 Pride. Wheaton throw in far side. Wickenheiser. Pass ahead, Scott knocks it away. Suller has it knocked away from her by Maya Thomas. Here's Jen Walker. Whistle for a foul on Wheaton. Under 4 minutes to play, 1-0 Springfield. Daigneault. Take the kick from midfield. In the corner, Springfield's Jen Walker knocks it off one of the Wheaton defenders, so it'll be a corner kick. Hustling over to take it is Natalia Matura, who again has the only goal in this game for Springfield. It was her first of the season. Left-footed kick in front of the net. Couple of headers still being booted around in the beehive, and now comes back out towards Ives for Springfield. She chips it in deep toward goal. And Bandrup will be able to kick it out of the net here for Wheaton. 2.5 minutes to go in the match. 1-0 Springfield. Bandrup. Pass up ahead toward Julia Sternat, and knocked out of there for Springfield by McGrath. Coughlin. Coughlin up towards Sternat. Knocked out of bounds. Indication is Springfield ball. Throw in for Springfield. Under 2 minutes to play in the match. Whistle. Wheaton will get it back. They'll place it with some urgency here. Matsubara up ahead toward Coughlin. Here's Sternat. Up ahead toward Reynolds. Reynolds around the defender. Centers the pass, and Wickenheiser's header went to the right side of the net, around the net. Then a whistle. I believe the referee felt that the keeper was trying to milk the clock. Ryan stopped the clock until she knocked it out of the net. 1 minute now remaining in the match. 1-0 Springfield, knocked out by Wolfgang, so Springfield will have a throw in. That's Pennant. And coming up this way, knocked out again by Wolfgang. Throw in for Springfield. McGrath Taking it into the corner. Stays in. McGrath dancing around the corner. Wolfgang defending. Really just trying to use the clock here and doing it effectively is McGrath. Still with it now and passes it off to Walker. Under 30 seconds to play. Again, McGrath in the corner, and it's knocked out of bounds. Going to have the clock stopped at 10 seconds ahead of a Springfield corner. Clock back on, 8 seconds with the Springfield corner. Knocked out by Wheaton. And this is going to do it as the Wolfgang throw-in is all for naught. Springfield wins the match 1-0 this afternoon in NEWMAC conference play. The lone goal scored by Natalia Matura on a nice pass. I believe it was Maddie Dania who had the pass into her.
7 o'clock. Right here? Yeah.
And after a couple of opportunities, the best one belonged to Kate Wickenheiser. Wheaton was unable to find the equalizer. So that's game 1 of our NEWMAC triple header this afternoon from Nordin Field here at Wheaton. We invite you to stick around. At 4 o'clock, we'll have the Wheaton field hockey team out here against MIT. Conference action and a chance to get in the win column. Once again, Springfield 1, Wheaton 0 as we wrap up NEWMAC women's soccer at Nordin Field. We'll be with you again at 4 o'clock for field hockey against MIT. Thanks for joining us.